Hello, Crafting Mantis here. Welcome back to another episode of Overgrown. So if we look over here, I've made some changes. So I've added 4 of the windmills to produce loads of power. Granted, I could have put these a little bit higher and, made this a little bit easier, but I didn't want to deal with all of this. I was trying to use the cable facades, but for some reason they don't seem to work with these particular ones. So we're just gonna have to deal with these cables. Now, this is the top of the chemistry building. So if we come, in fact, we can come this way. So we. Oh, I love the bouncy boots. All right, so this is a chemistry building, and I still need to get rid of all these wonderful vines. Now, before we had some of the rockhounding stuff over in this area here. I've moved all that. And also in this building here, this is now empty. This did have the mechanism stuff and the beginning of the forestry. So this was the technology science. This no longer has a purpose. So I'll have to figure out what to do with that one. Now, the plans are this floor right here. This is going to kind of be like a reception type thing. Now, on this level, this still has the brewing stand and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this one. But if we come down here, ta-da! We have the beginnings of a lab. How did I? That must have been, yeah. I guess I glitched that one. Alright, yeah, that is really weird. I was lagging a bit, and I was placing chests and stuff like that, so I might have accidentally placed that one. It was really weird, too, because when I was grabbing the mechanism stuff, I came up to the chest, and the chest ended up turning translucent. It was really weird. Because it was 2 of the mechanism blocks. I don't remember which ones they were. I think they were my generators. And the crafting table next to it. They turned translucent. So if you guys know what that is, leave it down in the comment section. Let me know if you guys have had that happen to you. It was really weird. I mean, I could still interact with it and stuff like that. And I could break the block, but I could see through them. So I don't know if maybe it's, like a mob, like maybe it's that ghost that has a tendency to fly around here, or I'm glitching, because I have noticed that I have been suffering some serious lag. But on topic again, I have set up the rockhounding stuff. Now, I have not set up all of it because I have to get through the grind of all of this stuff here. Now, these are lab ovens. Now, if we come over here, a lab oven recipe. These are the iron casing, glass, basic logic chip, and the item cabinet. Cabinet is iron with glass, and then this is the iron with the redstone and the nugget. So I ended up making 12 separate ones of these because there are 12 different types of acids or liquids that we need. And each one of them have different components. So I was like, all right, I've got the iron to smelt up. So let's just go ahead and make lots of, these lab ovens. So we don't have to go switching, through, because you can end up taking the liquid out and stuff like that, if you absolutely need to. And then I still need to go through and actually put in the recipes, because basically what you do is you find your recipe. Sulfuric acid one. So this one, you end up clicking sulfuric acid, and then you click activation. And then you, once you activate it, then you can put in the components. Like the sulfuric acid, the sulfur compost is going to go right here. And then the water is going to go in this one right here. And then it'll start working on making the sulfuric acid. And so these 3 acids here is what we need in the leaching vat. So we put the leaching vat, and oh dang it, I didn't make the whirly thingy. But those three we end up using in the leaching vat in order to get these things, the shards. And then the shards then get moved over here, and this takes other acids. What leaching vat? What was this? The chemical extractor. Where are you? Chemical extractor. Here we go. Recipe. Or no, uses. I need uses. So the nitric acid, phosphoric acid, and sodium cyanide. Now the only problem is that the nitric acid requires ammonia. Ammonia requires liquid nitrogen. The liquid nitrogen is made using the OWC. And the OWC unfortunately requires a lot of the alloys. And so I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of these acids here so that I can start taking all of the, because I think I have them in here. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 stacks of the uninspected minerals and another 2 in here. I had put everything I thought I was going to need in here. And then one of the reasons why I moved the mechanism stuff down here is because we need sulfur powder. And sulfur powder is done, if we come over here, sulfur powder, sulfur dust. We need the injection chamber. And the injection chamber requires a lot of other things as well, as, you know, purification chamber and the enrichment chamber, which is actually what we have here. So we're going to have a whole bunch of mechanism things down here as well in order to get the stuff we need in order to make this stuff. So it only made sense to actually bring the mechanism stuff down here. So once we come down here to, in here, let me get back to Rockhounding. Okay. Once we take these, you know, like these shards, if we go to, there we go, uses. Oh, that one is a lab blend. That's not what I want. Uses. Here we go. So chemical extractor. So we put the chemical extractor in, and then it's going to give us, you know, other things as well. And then we use the metal alloyer to take the dust that are created from here. So these are all, you know, all the different dusts and stuff like that we can end up getting. We can take these, and then we can put it in here to create the alloys. And then I still also need to make, where is it? No, not a titanium ingot. Where is the cast? Ingot cast? Casing? Oh, here we go. Ingot pattern. And that's just, you know, using those two in order to create the ingot pattern. So there's still a lot of things that I end up needing to make, because like I'm going to need to make the graduated cylinders and test tubes. You know, these are relatively easy things that I can end up making. And then like this platinum catalyst, I can't make this yet because I need a platinum ingot. And the platinum ingot is done through the platinum bearing catalyst, which is made through platinum shard or tulaminite shard, or these shards. So we need shards in order to make the platinum. And then, yeah. And then the other thing that I'm going to want to do too is to reset up. Oh, I forgot to add this. We can't forget this. There. Set up the furnaces and stuff like that, because I think I put those in here. I am so, here we go. Furnaces. Because for one, you know, if we need to do backup power and stuff like that, I do have the biogenerator and the heat generator. So those two we can end up using as backup powers potentially, especially if we're finding that we are using a lot of power. But hopefully the 4 wind generators up there create enough that we can end up running these without any issues. Now, let's see this one. Okay, this one is new. This is a petrographer table. Now, basically what this does is you put items in here. If we go to show recipe, if we do an arsenate gangu, that thingy, and one of these other shards, then what it does is it programs the petrographer to look for different things. And so it is definitely going to be one of those that we want to enchant one of these and get these, going, one of the petrographers. So this will definitely help us out a lot in terms of trying to find different uninspected minerals and to, and get the things that we need in order to supply us with the sulfur or with the acids and stuff like that we need in order to create the alloys. The other thing that we have here is the lab blender. Oh, and I don't have any lava in this one. Oh, and that's another thing. I ended up making a lava fabricator because I found that this takes a lot of lava until I can get to the point where I can make the induction heating interface, because this will allow me to convert the RF into the lava. So yay, that'll make things so much easier. But the only issue is that this takes the heating elements, and the heating elements takes the nichrome, which are alloys. So this is as far as I could get in terms of actually getting everything set up for the rockhounding. There is definitely a lot more stuff that I want to do, because like the OWC, that provides the nitrogen. And then we've got the vapor deposition chamber, which is another one. But we need the haste alloy and the mnemonic. And then, of course, the induction heating interface. So still a lot of stuff that we can end up adding down here. Now, the plan is this wall is going to be mechanism. So I have a lot more mechanism machines. There we go. Machines and stuff that I need to get set up. And then I'm probably going to run out of the basic universal cable again. And so I think I am running really low on steel. I thought I had more steel in here, didn't I? Steel? There we go. 53. Okay, so yeah, so I am running short on steel. So that is definitely going to be something that I'm going to have to grind out as well in order to get the stuff we need to make the mechanism and stuff like that. But that is right. Now, plan. So we got mechanism wall, we got rockhounding, and then down this way, I want to create the like little tables and stuff like that. And then I don't know. I'm trying to think. See, is it? I think it's Jurassic Craft that has. Yeah, here we go. So in the center, I was thinking of putting the Jurassic Craft things on the actual tables. Because if we come over here and go up here, this is a building where I was setting up the Jurassic Craft stuff. So it works out really well that these are connected, because then I could set up, basically, it's going to be one huge lab, which is going to be fantastic. So the Jurassic Craft stuff looks really good on top of tables, because that was one of the things that I had actually found in the villages. So we can build tables and put the Jurassic Craft stuff in here. And then, so we're going to just have like mondo amounts of different types of equipment and stuff like that. The only issue is that I don't know if the Jurassic Craft stuff requires power. That is definitely something that we are going to have to look into. And then what does it take to make this stuff? Oh, wow. Iron nuggets, button, advanced circuit, basic circuit. Okay, so it looks okay. It doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be all that bad. I should have pretty much everything we need for this stuff. So it shouldn't be, yeah, it shouldn't be too bad to get this stuff set up. Oh yeah, and then cuz I used the cleaning station. That's over here. So let's come over here and let's check this out. See if they actually do need any kind of power, because I don't think. Yeah, this isn't hooked up to any power or anything. So it doesn't look like they're going to end up requiring power, which means that they can sit in the center and be perfectly fine. Fantastic. And then the other thing too is that we also have basements down here that we can end up doing something with. Not 100% sure what I would want to do with these. But that is definitely something that we can end up, maybe these could be like storage rooms underneath the lab. And then upstairs, maybe what we could do. So this is going to be reception. So probably the first floor of that one is going to be a reception. And then we've got the brewing station. So like a potion floor type thing up here. And then maybe up there we could do like offices and stuff like that. So if I did that, then I could take some of the stuff there and then transfer it to the offices for the professors in the lecture hall. So, like filing cabinets and desks and stuff like that, things that we need to get done. So I definitely think that that is going to be my next creative project. Is probably office equipment. We need to figure out some office equipment here so we can actually get some things set up. That and this lab here. So definitely a lot of stuff that we can end up, getting, working and stuff like that. And then definitely going to have to do a lot of grinding to get, get all this stuff up and running. Get the rest of the mechanism stuff taken care of. Because I don't think there was really a mechanism quest. Okay, that's a farmland, which I need to go back up and do. And then, let's see, greenhouse, bees, orchard. Okay, so, yeah, there was some stuff here. So I'm going to have to unlock some of these to see if there are more stuff. Because so that'll be something that we can do in the next one. We can start working on the factory quest line. So we'll work some on the factory quest line. So the green energy, we only need one of these, but I can hook that up to the where the wind generators are upstairs, and then that'll just add additional power. And then of course, yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's advanced solar, but that's a wind. What? How did I? Okay, I'm confused. How did I click into that? Weird. Very weird. Okay. I'm so confused. Alright, so yeah, so next next episode we can work on getting some of the stuff unlocked for the for mechanism and stuff like that. And then and then off camera I'll start grinding out some of the things in here. And then before I end up leaving, I want to show you guys how to make the different composts. So that was a weird sound. Oh, that's a growl. Okay. I'm sitting here, it's like, what is that sound? We want to go to Rockhounding. So we go to Rockhounding, lab oven. We want to go uses. Here we go. So like the sodium chloride compost, this is actually going to take salt in the blender and it creates a sodium chloride, which is really cool. It makes it, that one's really easy because I've got a whole bunch of blocks of the salt, and then the fluorite is the apatite. So those two are really easy. The only hard one to start up with is going to be the sulfur bearing, and that's getting the sulfur dust. So that's just going to be a little bit of grinding and stuff like that, which should be relatively easy, just time consuming. So probably what I'll do is I'll get some things going, and then start working on like the tables and stuff like that. So definitely really happy with the way that this came out. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to get all of this stuff set up and whatnot. You guys hadn't shown any interest in it. So I just worked on it off camera and got everything taken, set up as far as I can. And then once we start getting the alloys, then we can start setting up, like the OWC and some of the other machines and stuff. That's one of the reasons why I've got, empty spaces and stuff for things. Yay. So definitely super happy with the progress that, that we've made. I'm sorry that I didn't do, really anything on camera, just pretty much showing you guys what I was doing and kind of the plans for the future. So I definitely hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys have any ideas, in terms of, what we can do with the lab stuff, then, definitely leave it down in the comment section. And then if you like this video, definitely hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. And then hit that notification bell. It lets you know when I put out additional content. But for now, I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.